Hola amigos, welcome back to another episode of Sky Factory 3. We are playing on the subscription server, and I see that I have a bunch of stuff in here. We have so many mob drops that I don't really know what to do with all these. This I didn't show. This is the Singularity tank, and I made this XP tab, so I can actually get all the experience from here. But I also made this experience obelisk where I can throw all the experience. So actually this one was before in there, but I hook it up directly to that experience obelisk. So I'm just gonna empty this tank because I don't think we're gonna need it anymore. We can always go in here and put all the experience straight to here from this tank. There you go. And we're not gonna use that anymore. But yeah, we're getting so many loot, and I need to try to see if I can sort this out or send it to the system. What we can trash, maybe. What is this? Piggy backpack. I've never seen. There's so many new stuff. Anyway, in this episode, what I want to do, on the last episode actually, we started with the chickens, and I want to sort that out in this episode and see how we can do that. At the beginning, I thought that maybe we can use advanced item relays from Actually Edition, and they are quite simple to understand. So basically, let's say all the drops from the chickens are coming to this chest, and I want to send them wirelessly to my sorting system. And imagine this is the sorting system right here. So what you can do is, if you put an advanced item relay in here, you can shift right click to white list, black list, etc. In the other side, what we can do is put something like this, for example. Let's put it right there. And I'm gonna put another advanced item relay right here. This is the item laser relay. From there, I'm just gonna put something that is gonna extract everything from this item interface and insert it directly to this chest. So if I put something in there, let's put these orange dice. You'll see they're not moving from there. But what I need to do is I need to relate these. So if I right click on that one and then right click on this one, you will see now are connected, but you still need to configure this in order to send the items to this in here. So right here, I'm just gonna shift right click, and I'm gonna say to let all items through, an empty blacklist can be used. So this is whitelist, this is blacklist. So now this in here should go in there, but in here we're gonna do the same. So shift right click in here, to let all items through, an empty blacklist can be used. All right, so let's put an empty blacklist. Can we receive anything? No, because we need to put this in blacklist as well, and now we'll receive the orange die. So whatever we put in here is gonna go through here, and it's going wirelessly. So that's one way we can do that. Now the reach of this in here is not I don't know how. I think it's 13 blocks. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So I think that's the maximum distance that you can actually go. But I'm not sure if I want to use that in this build. So let me actually take all this. Oops. Let's put F7 just in case. All right. So let's go underneath a little bit because everything is coming through here. So as you saw in the last episode on that in there, that's a facade that we have in there. So if I open up in here, you will see the conduits going from there, and it's going through the floor right there. And what I want is everything that is dropping from the chickens is coming to this in here. This is just like a buffer that is coming from up there from the chicken. Okay, so right now I have some sand just to test it out. But what we can do actually, instead of using these, what I can do is I'm gonna use an ender chest, and I think that should work. Okay, so we have an ender chest right there. Actually, let me remove these for a second. Now this ender chest is white, and there's a bunch of stuff from somebody else in there. And oh, look at that, nether quartz chickens. That's actually what I need from the nether. So probably I'm gonna, oh, and these are 10 already. All right, ender pearl chicken. Oh, very nice. Okay, so I can always grab those if I want. But what I want to do is actually dye these, and I'm gonna dye these only using, for example, orange. So now it's empty because that's only for orange. But also what I will love to do is, instead of putting orange, if anyone else is using the same, they're gonna get access to that chest. So I'm gonna make it a private chest, and I'm gonna just take a diamond, go over here and throw a diamond on the lock in there, right there. So now this orange chest is only gonna work for me. Okay, so now we can just hook up these, insert, so everything is coming from there is gonna go directly to this ender chest. So if we go upstairs, I should make some anchors maybe to travel faster from one point to another one. At one point we'll do that. So if we go all the way in here, and let's say the chickens just drop a bunch of sand, you will see the sand is gonna start going down there. So now we can go through here, and let's say I want to put that one, maybe put it straight in there, and you can see the sand. Where is sand? We have 64 sand. For that you need this quantity key. That's gonna tell you right there, besides the whale, how much sand there is in there. Now what I need to do is, of course this is white. I need to actually man, I need to go up. Okay, let's see. So let's put it orange. As you can see now, it's empty, but if I throw another diamond there, you will see now we can see the sand from our chest. Alright, so let's actually fill that, and what I'm gonna do is connect these two. So this is gonna be extract, and it's gonna insert straight to this, and we should see why we're not seeing it. Let's see. We have the sand, we're saying extract, and we're saying insert to the drawer controllers. Stack limit, frame drawer. Why is not reaching? Oh, I think, oh yes, it's not connected. Okay, so we're gonna need to make some trims. Actually, I can do that right here. I have those in here, but I think I want to make those frame trims. So quite easy to do, and I totally forgot about that. So let's make some of these, and we can go down there. So we need to connect this one to this one, and just by putting one in there, actually in each corner, that should be enough. There you go. So I didn't have to make that many. And we should start seeing, there you go, we have 128 block of sand that went from this chest. So I think that's gonna be easier instead of using lasers, using these advanced item laser relays, because the distance from there to here is not it's more than 16 blocks, I think, or 13 blocks. So that's gonna be one way. So now what I want to do is actually start filtering all that using the chickens. So we have a bunch of eggs in here that I have. For example, the iron chicken is one that I want. So what I'm gonna do is one by one, and it's quite fun actually to play around with the chickens. Let me put that one in there. I stopped this one because this was as you can see, these two are full already, so I stopped it for a while. So let's throw this chicken there and see if we can get an iron chicken. Okay, I have my iron chicken. I always kept one stack of each of the chickens that I have. If you want to make sure that it's gonna spawn, you can put it in there, and eventually it's gonna spawn. But when you have a bunch, there you go, we have two already. So now what I'm gonna do is just feed one with a bunch of seed. That one is gonna be an adult. Is gonna go through here, and once I have it, actually let me put that back in there. Let's grab the animal net. This is an adult chicken already. We can capture, and you can see that one is we need this chick analyzer, of course. So now you can see this is a 10-10-10 chicken. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on the second level. You can see this chicken is say tier 2. Okay, come over here. So I'm gonna put it on the second level, tier 2. Now if I put another chicken next to it, it doesn't have to be like that. So sometimes when I check, for example, the iron chicken in here, you can see if I put next to it a cold chicken, there's a chance that I'm gonna get some eggs of steel chicken right there. So that's why we're gonna have to do something about all these eggs that they're gonna we're gonna be getting. Now this is the iron, so it's gonna produce for us iron, chicken manure, feathers, and eggs. So let's start and try to filter that as well. So if I go here and I take some manure, you can see how much I have. We're gonna have some eggs probably. We're gonna need to filter some feathers. Already have ton, and of course iron. And this one, it will drop the iron ingots. I have a golden one, but it's gonna the golden one is gonna drop the nuggets. Not sure what's the reason, but that's the way. So I'm gonna put the iron right here. So we have 64 of the iron. And as soon as that chicken start giving me other stuff, I'm gonna put the feathers, for example, right here, and the eggs and manure right here as well. So eggs, manure, there you go. Okay, so as soon as that chicken start giving me some stuff, this is the iron chicken egg. Okay, so the iron, all the specific different kind of eggs, I don't want to keep them in here. These eggs, for example, is for the regular chickens. So what I'm gonna need to do right now is figure out what we want with those eggs that we don't really want. Like all these in here. All these in here I don't really want. I already have a stack of each of the different eggs that I need. So I need to figure it out. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna grab this redstone chicken I already have, manilium chicken. This one actually I don't have, so I'm gonna steal 2. Let's actually steal 1, just in case somebody else needed. Gold chicken I already have, ender pearl I don't have. So those 3, thank you very much, guys. I'm gonna put them in here so they can start growing. And you can see already this chicken gave me some iron, so very cool. And now we need to filter this, and for that let me think, how do I want to do that? So let me think about what we want. And by the way, I put this actually addition, the Lexic Botania from the mob farm in there. The way I did this in here, you can see is connected. The controller is right there, and I'm getting the power from our Flux network. So that's how it's working. We have a painting machine that I have in here. This is to use the facades and cover the cables. Sag mill, the slice and splice. I was doing this ender resonator. That was for, I think, the I wanted to do this dimensional transceiver, so I needed this one, and now I need this ender crystal. But I need a soul vial with an enderman and a vibrant crystal, etc., etc. So I haven't done it yet. But at the end, I figured I will use all those ender chests. And by the way, this ender pouch. Let me actually do another ender chest, because I want to do one that maybe we can let's grab 1 diamond here, and let's use, I don't know, maybe lapis. Okay, so what I can do also for my system, eventually I'm gonna connect it to the refined storage network. But what I can do is, let's call this one like that, white, blue, white. And this is going to be a private one, so nothing is in here right now. What I can do is I can right-click with, shift right-click with my ender pouch. Like so. So every time I open the ender pouch, that chest is going to open. So whenever I'm around the base or wherever I am, if I drop stuff in there, I can always, of course, access them again from there, but I can also access them from here. So I can have 2 ender pouch. One is where I put all my tools. So let's say I put the keys, I put this kind of stuff, the magnet when I don't need it, filters, etc. So I have access to that. If I die, I don't have to worry, because they are not really inside this ender pouch, but of course they are inside this ender chest. So that's really nice. Or if I'm falling in the void, I can always very quickly open this, throw everything in there, and I'm safe. And I'm gonna have another one that is gonna be connected to my refined storage system. And the refined storage system have these importer and exporter and external storage that I can connect to the system, so I can throw in another ender pouch everything that I need to go straight to my system, and that's a very nice way to organize stuff. So let's figure out what we can do with all these eggs, because I don't see any use besides what we can. Yeah, I don't see any use for these eggs besides probably killing the chickens. Maybe I'm not 100% sure what to actually do. Either we trash them, or either we can. I know that if I throw, let's see, if I throw a bunch of eggs and I kill, okay, and I kill the chickens, there's always a chance to get, and look at that, they got trapped in there. Oh man, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, there's not a huge chance to get any drops, I think, from these chickens. No, not that many. But sometimes I do kill them and I get some bags. So maybe that's another way. Maybe that's another way to get bags, loot bags. But I don't think, I really don't think it's worth it. So maybe I will trash all the eggs. Alright guys, so I decided that I think I'm gonna just trash the eggs. I don't see the point on breaking them to get loot bags, because we're already getting a bunch of loot bags from the mob farm. So, not sure. I think the best solution will be to just trash them. So, what I want to do is I'm gonna put, I think, a trash right here. Okay, and let's connect these two. So I'm gonna just unplug this one from there, and in the trash can, what I made is an item filter. And the item filter, I just put one egg. So it what listed eggs, ignore metadata, ignore MBT, ignore or dictionary. So when I put that one in there, in the trash can, everything that is, this should go in there. So what I'm going to do is, of course, insert in here. But I want to give this the priority of 1. And so if I put in here, for example, some wheat and seeds, they shouldn't go to the trash can, because they should go to here. And since there's nothing in place for the wheat and seed, it shouldn't be trash. But the iron egg, it should be automatically trash as soon as I change this in here. For insert, this one is insert priority 0, this is insert priority 0, sorry, and in here you will see the eggs disappear. So all these eggs, they should log, purple, gunpowder, they should all go in there, except for example redstone and ender pearls and all these. So all the rest of the eggs are gonna be trash. So for these two, I have chickens for that, so I'm gonna just put them right here. For example, ender pearls and redstone. So if I take that and let's actually see quantity. I love to actually see the quantities right here. So we have 0 and 1. Actually, let's remove that one. So we don't have any in there. As soon as they're coming from the chicken farm, they should go in there. 3 and 1, perfect. So they're not trash. And also, all these chests have a void stack. So that will prevent any excess loot getting around the base and all over the place. So what I'm gonna do is right now is put the rest of the chickens in here. Oh, look at that, we have manilium and nether quartz right now, so those are very nice. Of course, let me grab this in here. Let's see, this chicken are all 10 10 10, which is really nice. Yeah. So let's grab manilium chicken. Very nice. I don't know who made those, but really cool. Thank you so much. Let's put the manilium right there. I don't have actually the manilium. I'm just gonna put it in here for now. because I do want to get those eggs from that chicken. Okay guys, so to wrap up the episode, I just made this pigskin armor. It's funny. This is you need some like shears to get that. But anyway guys, I finished with all the chickens. I think I have them all. Probably I'm missing like the gray one or some colors, but I think I pretty much have them all. You can see the steel chicken, manilium, mana steel, elementium, terra steel. So a bunch of chickens. There are a couple of chicken that I didn't put in there, like the water chicken and lava chicken, since we don't need them right now. They just produce an egg that you can use to get water and lava. So that's basically what I have in here. Here I planted some of these seeds because I want to start with the mystical agricraft, but I'm not gonna do that much for resource, probably just for dirt and other materials that I cannot get with the chickens only. And in here you can see I have access. Actually, let me show you downstairs. So I put all the resources we're getting from the chickens only. You can see a bunch of ingots, all these resources in here, plus blaze rod, gas tiers, diamonds, and emeralds. So a bunch of stuff. The only thing you're not getting is what I put in here. But I just put it in here because it's going to be easier to access, and I moved the chest, the ender chest around. You can see how I'm receiving some stuff. This light gray actually is new, so the only thing I need to do is add it to this in here. I don't have more pay on my die, so I'm just gonna add it right there for now, and I can grab this quantity and put it in there just to show that. You can see I also crafted this wireless grid that allow me to access all my stuff from anywhere on my 3x3 chunk area. And in here, what I have is I made this external storage from Refined Storage. So I put them all around these, and they are connected straight up to my system. So you can see. Where's the connection? Is right there, going all the way up. Let me show you. So if we come over here, you will see they're coming from there and all the way up to my control over there. I have a crafter also in here that we're gonna talk about that in the next episode. I put the seeds and that in there because we're not using. I made this wireless transmitter, and I added some range upgrades in here so I can access my stuff from anywhere. A bunch of other stuff. I added some tool racks, a reservoir in here, the pattern grid. I added the crafting monitor. And you can see everything in here. For example, the priority of the disk drive in here is a -5. Which means that anything that I take, for example, all the iron, you can see is 11K on the iron, okay? And all the iron right here is actually on that drawer, it's not on the system. So even if I take it out and I put it back in there, it's going straight to those drawers downstairs. You can see 11K right there. And that allow you to don't have to use actually so many of the drives for the storage system right here. And finally, another thing I did, and I'm just showing all these because I'm about to finish editing the episode, and I wanted to include all these updates. In here I removed the bag opener because I prefer right now to just open the bags. Because you can combine, of course, the bags like these. Alright, and you get the uncommon, etc, etc. So if I combine 4 of these, I get this one. 4 of these, I get the epic one, I think it is, or the yeah, I think this is the epic one. And if I combine 4 of the epics, and you have to do it before actually you open it, if not, it's not gonna work, of course. But you get better loot, because so far this is after actually throwing a bunch of stuff that I'm not gonna need. This is what I was getting from the opening the bags directly. So it's a lot of repetitive stuff that I'm not gonna need. So some of this is good, but mostly right now I'm gonna try to focus. And when you go to use and see the drops in here, see which one really is the one I'm looking for. And it's not the epic one, it's probably the legendary that we have. Some chance cube, draconium dust, that is cool, manilium, especially the draconium dust for now, I think, and the end portal stuff. This one here, superior essence, wither skeleton, so that kind of stuff, I think it's cool. But anyway, guys, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, don't forget to subscribe and like the videos, and see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.